everybody. Welcome back to the Bullhucker podcast. I'm Lewis Lundstrom.
And I'm Adam Vokey.
Oh, what is up, Mr. Vokey, stranger?
Not a lot. Just been burning up the highways, man.
Yeah, you've been driving some bitch.
I have. I'm pushing 10,000 miles for the last 2 months. And we're not even through this month. It's only like, what, the 19th? No, 15th.
I'm a little shocked you're here right now.
Me too, because as of last night, he texted me, he's like, you going to be there tomorrow? I'm like, fingers crossed. Things don't change.
Yeah. Otherwise, I got to start pulling people off the street. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
My man, the cagester. The cage... Coggy, as they called him, I guess.
Coggy?
That's how someone pronounced his name. His cage with a K. People are like, who would do that? So,
Jerry Coggy. I like it.
My man, we got a kind of a cool guest today.
We do. We have a blossoming celebrity.
Well, yeah, and a blast from our past.
Yeah. We go back a ways.
We do go back a ways. Cali Alexander, how are you, man?
I'm doing great, you guys. Great to see you and great to be here. I've never actually been to the Emporium before. So
really?
Yeah, no, never been here.
It's fairly new. So
it is
just past your birthday. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
That's what the gentleman upstairs was just saying.
Yeah,
so
Brandon.
Did you get to check out all the good stuff upstairs?
Yeah. I mean, not checked everything out, but
a good majority of it.
A good majority.
There's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about it here in a little bit. But I'm going to start off by saying, if you're new to the Bullhucker podcast, hey, welcome to the Bullhucker podcast. What we do on the podcast is bring on a guest. Today is Cali Alexander. Cali's going to tell us 3 stories about his life. Now, here's the kicker. Only 2 of these stories are true. One's either borrowed, made up, or it's an embellished story. At the end of the podcast, my man Vokey here and I try to decide which one that is.
Yeah, try.
We try. We've been down the road, middle of the road, I think.
I've been pretty lackluster this year.
Right. We're going to get some stories, but we're also, at the end of the podcast, going to talk about something you brought up already, kind of a burgeoning celebrity we have with us today. You do a little acting, my man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
In New Mexico.
In New Mexico. I have moved, sadly. I'm no longer here. And yeah, after whatever, we could talk about it. But I just got signed by a really big agent down in New Mexico. Her name is Carissa Mitchell. And
what's up, Carissa Mitchell?
Yeah, thank you very much, Carissa. And yeah, I'm about to start getting some speaking lines.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. Here's the fun part is we know Cali because we used to DJ, and he was the bouncer. There's 2 guys here that look like they're NFL offensive linemen, and Cali looks like the kicker, and he's the one that would drag somebody out. We had a problem like, go get Cali. Let him drag him out and beat their ass in the parking lot.
Yes, I did.
There was one night I was down there, and this dude was running his mouth, and Cali got him out the door. And then he's tried to come back in. And at the Queens, there's like the outside door, then there's that inside
little lobby
screen door thing.
Yep, that little vestibule thing.
Yeah, so Kelly's standing in there. This dude's out on the sidewalk, propped the door open, running his mouth. And I just opened the door to see what was going on. And this guy looks at him and goes, "Oh, yeah, you got help coming now to take care of you." I was like, "Dude, I'm just here to watch." I'm like, I'm here to save your ass, to keep Cali from whooping on you, man. So I was like, if that's what you wanted to be, fool, then I just shut the door, went back in the bar. I'm a bystander. I'm a spectator, dude.
Many a night, sadly.
How many years did you bounce for?
6 total.
6 total years of bouncing.
Yeah.
That's a rough gig, man.
Yeah. We had a roadhouse, a few people.
Oh, I'm sure you did. And you make enemies that way, too.
Yeah, broke a few ankles, but I mean,
did?
It's good. I did.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. But the cops were on our side at that point, which was really nice.
Right.
So, thank you, Fort Morgan Police. But,
it
was just a kind of weird, rough time. And Nick was like, yeah, get this place back going good again.
Yeah,
Then I went to college, so.
Yeah.
And y'all know about that, too.
Sure.
So,
we'll talk about that as well.
Sure.
All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about later, so you ready to tell some stories?
I am ready.
All right. Vokey, you want to read them off, brother?
We've got Gator and the Pig, Bridge of No Return, and Cannibals.
Well, you know what, man?
I almost said cannonballs because you said that earlier. I had to stop and think. Cannibals.
That's good. Larry don't read so good. All right, brother. Pick one out.
Let's go with Gator and the Pig.
Gator and the Pig.
That sounds like a radio show.
I know, right? That would be a good one, actually.
Yeah. Gator and the Pig on the drive home.
We are here with the Gator and the Pig.
And you're,
let's go. All right, so I just got back home from Afghanistan, so I'm all hyped up on just pissed off and rage. A new recruitment just got it back out of boot camp. And a dude named, I won't say his name, but homie that actually was...
We'll call him Frank.
Frank.
Okay.
I could dig it.
Unless his name was Frank. And that's,
Yeah, that's close, but
Okay.
no, not even close. No, I'll actually do it because it's
No,
a
you go
really
on.
common name down there. So his name is Lane Guidry, and he's actually a homie, and he's cool with this story, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so he invited me because, like I said, he was from Louisiana because that's where I was stationed at. And he asked me, he's like, Cali, you want to go gator hunting? And I was like, okay, why not? I mean, I just came back from Afghanistan. Sure, let's go. So we meet up at the bayou at like 0200, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna fucking die tonight. Like, this is great. 5 other dudes come through, and they don't speak English, they speak Creole. So so Lane is like, I got you, bro. I'm gonna interpret for you. So I was like, fuck, dude, I am going to die. So we get out on this dinghy that's like only made for like 2 people, but all 7 of us are fucking in there. Great. Me, Lane, and another person just stay on the dinghy. 4 of them just, 4 of them just jump off, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
in the water?
In the water,
Ooh.
in the bayou.
Ooh.
And I was like,
Bait.
what the fuck is going on? And he was like, well, we gotta catch the gators somehow. And I was like, so y'all don't have like fishing lines or some shit like that?
It's not like on TV.
Yeah, it's not like that on TV. And they're like, no, they're the bait. And I was like, oh, okay. So like a few minutes later, 3 of them come back. And I was like, well, where the hell is the 4th one? He's like, watch this shit. This dude dolphins out of the water, out of nowhere and everything. The gator comes crashing up too, and motherfucker comes up and almost bits me, but all of them somehow get the gator. One of them pulls out a 22 out of fucking nowhere, shoots the gator on the boat, and I'm like, what the fuck? And this is all happening right in front of me. And I'm like, oh, great. I kind of peed and pooped a little bit, so like, it's all good. And then, yeah, got off the boat. That was it. So the pig, 2 weeks later, he's like, Cali, you want to go hog hunting with me? I'm from DC. I don't know what the fuck a hog is. So I'm like, what's a hog, dude? He's like, it's like a pig. And I was like a pig, like a kind of weirdo kind of thing, pig thing. And he's like, yeah, we got you. And I was like, okay, sure. Yeah, that's not going to be hard. Y'all made me go fucking gator hunting. Hell no. Literal, did I know it has a fucking tusks and shit, and they weigh like 500 pounds, and it could have bit my fucking leg off.
They're wild boars you're talking about, right?
wild boars.
Wild boars.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
dude, down in Louisiana. Like,
Yes.
I never knew that it was a thing. Again, like, he told me a pig, so I was like, I got that. Whatever, dude.
It's all
Pig hunting.
pork.
Yeah, right? Okay, cool. So we go out to a field, and this time it's like a big-ass field, and there's like 100 people there. So I'm like, what the fuck again is going on, dude? So he's like, all right, Cali, listen to that dude. He's the safety officer, pretty much. He's the one that's in charge of everything. Just listen to what he has to say. So I was like, all right, cool. Why not? So he broke down everything that we were going to do. And then afterwards, he said, is there any first timers here? And I was like, of course I'm going to raise my hand. And he's like, come here. And I was like, oh, shit, it's just me, man.
No.
Great.
You're just the only one that raised their hand. It wasn't just you, so.
Yeah, I was the dumb one that was like, yeah, I'm here, dude. But still, so he's like, all right, so is this your first time? You get to kill the pig. And I was like, how the fuck am I gonna kill a pig, man? Like, I'm little Cali. What am I supposed to do? He like pulls out a fucking Rambo knife and he's like, here you go, dude. And I was like, okay, man. Well, stupid question, but if I was a pig, I'm pretty sure I don't want to get killed. So how am I gonna how are you gonna get a pig to me to kill it, right? Yeah. And he's like, we got trained dogs. We're gonna set this tree right here. You're gonna climb the tree, jump on its back, slit its throat. And I was like,
I don't think this is how that goes.
well, okay, well, like, for real, seriously, I did ask that too. I was like, how come we can't shoot it? I'm a really good shot. And he's like, well, because pigs, specifically, if they tense up something in their heart, all the iron goes to their muscle, and then it becomes, like, flaccid, so you can't actually eat it. So you have to, like, surprise the pig.
I think you want rancid, not flaccid.
Rancid, not flaccid.
I was going to correct
flaccid.
you. I'm like,
you're like, sure.
I think your friends are going to do something with that pig when you're done. That's.
Well, I don't. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Right now, that the pig down and get his pants off.
We'll wait for the next story on the cannibals, though. But, so little Cali climbs up. I'm on the tree stump, and it's already a tree that's already like signified, and like people have already hung on it, so it's a whatever. They get the dogs, they get the pig, and it starts going down, and they're like, jump! And I was like, I jumped. The first time I hit the pig's ass, and they're like, climb the tree! Because the pig was going to turn back around and kill me, you know?
Yeah.
But I climbed up, and I went back again, and the second time the pig went around, I fucking got it, and I cut its throat, and we're good. I ate its heart because it was the first time that... But I didn't know that you didn't have to do that, so...
It's kind of like a hunting ritual. It's like a legend.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I think vampires do that, and werewolves. I think that's what you guys are talking about.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I
You
thought it was
take
a
a bite
movie
out of the
thing,
heart,
dude.
or
Yeah.
drink the blood or something like that when you go hunting for the first time.
Yeah, but still, so I went back on post. A week later, he's like, "Hey man, you want some jambalaya?" And I was like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Delicious food, bro." And I was like, "Okay."
Dude, what about boudin?
Yeah.
Have you had
Boudin's
deep fried
actually pretty
boudin?
okay.
Oh, that's just amazing.
Yeah, it's not bad, but like, isn't it like super fried?
Yeah, it's like a German type pork sausage that they. Where I had it was at Billy's Boudin in Scott, Louisiana, and they like would make like these big. They're about the size of a tennis ball, and then they're breaded and they had deep fry them. So they had those, and then they had the ones that had pepper jack cheese in the center of them.
Okay.
Those things are amazing.
I might have had the other ones, and it was maybe a little dry, so maybe that's why I was like, no.
Yeah, and there's probably like a link type thing, but that's just the way I had it. Was deep fried.
Okay.
A ball.
Yeah, I
Like a
just
meatball.
remember it's something super deep fried is what I remember.
Right.
Yeah, and the cracklings that go with them. And
Yeah, I'm not a fan of cracklings either
I
for some
love
reason.
cracklings.
I don't know why.
So-
Yeah, I tried gumbo in Louisiana. My buddy Tim lived down there. It wasn't at all what I thought it would be.
Really?
Like a soup it is. Like, you know, I didn't know what
Yeah, it's super soupy.
I heard gumbo, and I didn't know what to expect. And when they put it in my bowl, I was like, this is gumbo? And they go, yeah. And I was like, ooh. I went back out
You
some
might
more.
have been thinking about
Yeah.
like jambalaya. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
Yes.
more along the same lines, but there's no broth.
Right.
No.
Right.
No
Right.
roux.
Anyway.
Right, it's more stewy and it's
Yeah.
more thick and
Yeah.
So we had the jambalaya and it was delicious with the gator and the hog. Delicious, on point.
Dude, you
And-
talking about hunting gators and pigs? You're like describing my dream vacation, dude. I would love to go do all that shit.
It was cool. It was fun. Again, I thank God I just came back from Afghanistan, or I probably would never have done it because I'm a city boy that ain't never even heard of anything like that. So, so yeah. So that was fun. Good experience.
I don't know if the pig would do very well if I jumped on its back. You know what I'm saying? Uncle, bitch, uncle. You know what I mean?
You're good. Yeah, man. That's what I was thinking. Like, give y'all thick people. Y'all got it, bro. Like, come on, dude. They sent little Cali, the smallest fucking person there.
You just call us thick people. This
I
is
did.
We are, I guess. You thick people.
Thick. I loved it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Man.
It's all
Well, it's
good.
okay because Lizzie called us juicy. So
Yeah,
we've been called all kinds
Y'all
of stuff.
are
on here.
juicy. I
Juicy,
can see
thick.
that.
Shout out Lizzie Shasso. Some bitch. All right. What did you think about that one, Voki?
I liked it. Like I said, that's like sounds like my dream vacation. I would love to go. I always watch Swamp People. They do it completely different.
Exactly.
They use the lines and all that, but
And they like to be called coon asses.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a thing.
it's a Louisiana thing.
Yeah.
Who's a coon ass?
Louisiana people.
People. Oh,
Yeah, no. Like
Louisiana.
if you're a homie with them, you call them a coon ass, and I thought it was a racial slur that I was hearing too. I was like, "What the hell?"
It
did
kind
you
of
just
starts
call?
out that way.
No, for sure, dude. Yeah, for sure. But actually, like the whole thing is
Right.
kind of coon ass. Yeah.
When I
But,
went to Louisiana to visit with my friend Tim, his son Kyle started calling me sir, right? And Tim goes, because in school they have to. That's what they call
Sure.
any adults, ma'am or sir. They don't. That's
Of course.
don't take the Lord's name in vain. And please watch the F word, Larry. And I'm like, maybe I should get on the plane back down to
We
Colorado.
should just leave now.
But maybe he goes, when you go into somewhere and people are being very nice, that's just how they are here. I'm
True.
like, are we asshole Coloradans? Is that you prepping me for this world? So anyway, all that's true, as well as the N word being just thrown out there every sentence. I'm like, wow,
Sadly.
you guys say that word a lot down here. Like, yeah, I say the F word, Lord's name in vain, but that's not much better, guys. That's, you know.
Yeah, they do curse in a weird way too.
And the Creole, that's
Yeah, Creole.
it's English words with like a French accent.
Yeah,
and
it's like a French Cajun
And then,
thing.
yeah. exactly.
Yeah. I heard like Boomhauer.
Well,
Well,
no.
no, like Waterboy. the coach in Waterboy, the dude that wears suspenders.
Come on,
Yeah,
okay.
that kind of shit. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's real.
Oh, I heard it when I was down there.
It's weird, but it's hilarious.
I sat there and stared at people like all excited because I had no clue what they were saying, but I'm like, you're doing it. You guys exist.
Full
You know?
conversations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that first time I was stopped at that place to get boudin, I asked, there was like a couple ladies behind the counter, and I asked them, I said, so what do we got? I said, I'm from Colorado. I've never seen any of this. And they looked at each other and smiled and busted out like the Cajun slur slang, you know, the whole thing. And then they just looked at me, and I was like, okay, I'll take one of the regular, one of the pepper jack, some of a quarter pound of the season. And and they looked at me and I said I'm from Colorado. I didn't say I don't understand what you're saying. And they're like, because they thought, they're like, oh, we got one now. So, but I could completely understand. I don't even need the subtitles when I watch Swamp People. Right. I know exactly what Troy Landry's saying.
Rednecks. All right. I like that story, too. That's a cool story. It's a cool experience.
Yeah,
to take with you. You know what I mean?
It was.
You still talk to that guy?
I do.
Yeah.
Actually.
Still good friends.
I mean, I would say Facebook friends. You know how it is when you move away, and especially he lives in Louisiana, and I don't know if I'm going back to Louisiana.
Really? What part of Louisiana does he live in? You remember?
I don't, because it was one of them like country bumpkin towns right outside of a post, and our post was Fort Polk, so I do remember that outside of Leedsville. I'm pretty sure it was called.
Okay.
Alexandria.
There you go.
Was the big airport. So, but it was like close to Baton Rouge, which I do remember going to LSU parties, and that was
Baton Rouge is a rough town.
The Valley.
Yes, it is.
It's a rough town.
Yes,
and just so you know, there's starting to be wild pigs in New Mexico. So,
in like Albuquerque, where I'm at.
Yeah, they're
dope.
Like working their way up. They're in Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico.
They're having a hard time keeping them under control, right? Because I know, like in Texas, they're huge.
That's what I've heard. Is that actually a noose? See, again,
they're working their way north. So I've heard in Texas, if you're driving along, you see one, you can just stop and shoot it, just leave it lay there because there's so many of them.
That's what I've heard.
So especially around like Sweetwater, San Angelo area. So. Yeah.
Well, I've also heard too, for your dream vacation, if you want to do that, is you could go up on a helicopter and just take an M16 and just blast them.
That would be badass.
So
I'm not lying. Chase them down in a swamp boat.
Yeah,
like on
that would be
an airboat. That'd be pretty bad.
That would be pretty cool.
Playing a little Creedence Clearwater Revival or whatever.
Man.
Run through the jungle.
I'm down.
I saw a video of some Russian kids who took a drone and some Roman candles, and they strapped a camera to the drone, and they started running through this field, and the drone's following them, shooting the Roman candles, and they're playing that song, like Vietnam songs. I'll show you after the video. Okay. It's the most incredible video. Kids are laughing, but it's like
they have the sound.
It looks like Vietnam. They're like this too.
They have the soundtrack for Apocalypse Now.
It's exactly what it is, man. And I'm like, how inventive, man. You know, but pretty funny. So, all right, that was Gator and the Pig. That's a great story, man. So far, off to a very strong start, my friends. Now, Cali, I got to tell you, there's always one I want to hear really bad, so I always save it for last.
Okay.
So instead, let's hear Bridge of No Return.
Okay. So this is when I was stationed in Korea, and do y'all know what the Bridge of No Return is?
I don't think so.
I've heard of it, but I'm not real sure what it is.
Okay, cool. So do y'all know what the DMZ is?
Yes. The
demilitarized zone.
Demilitarized zone, exactly. So in the demilitarized zone, it literally is a spot where you can't go, man. There's bombs and there's artillery and there's all kinds of just shit there that you're going to die. So just don't go there. That's for either invasion force. It's just to try to stop them, basically. The Bridge of No Return is literally a bridge that goes from North Korea to South Korea, and it's called the Bridge of No Return because if you go past halfway, then now you're a deserter and you are in North Korea, and go fuck yourself, and that's it.
Wow.
The only other way, is the only other way I know is Camp Rodriguez, which is where we go, where everyone in Korea actually goes, like, what's it called? Target practice and everything, and keeps up their just maintenance on guns and everything.
Like qualify.
Thank you. That is the exact word that I was thinking of. The military word. I've been in the military for a minute. Thank you, dude. I haven't done that shit in a minute, so I just like to go shooting like a cowboy now. And then the other one is there's a little tiny town that doesn't care about the demilitarized zone at all. And they actually hear North Korea's sirens all the time, and they're just like, fuck it, I'm just going to continue life.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy, but whatever. Bridge of No Return. one of our sergeants was getting re-enlisted, and that's what he asked for, because when you get re-enlisted, they ask you, where do you want to go and what do you want to do? And he's like, I just want to stay in Korea and just re-enlist me exactly in this same spot. And they're like, okay, no problem. So he put a bunch of buddies. He didn't tell them exactly where we were going to go. So he took a bunch of us as military people to watch his re-enlistment and everything. He marched us on the bridge of no return all the way to the middle. We did the whole ceremony and everything and hustled back and got on post. No big deal, you know? I mean,
what size is this bridge?
For real, it's pretty big. It's probably like 3-man wide and about half a mile, probably.
Okay. All right.
Like, because it does go over the whole DMZ.
It's well marked as the halfway point.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know exactly where we are.
I would ask.
It was not a good spot.
Why would someone from South Korea even want to go to North Korea? Why would that even be a thing? Why would that be?
I think, honestly, it's for any North Koreans that want to try to come back.
I got you.
But you're going to get shot.
Okay.
Because no North Koreans can, like, physically do it. Because that's why I'm surprised we didn't get shot.
Right.
I'm surprised we didn't get got, honestly.
Yeah,
where, like, just a whole bunch of Navy SEALs, Special Forces, North Koreans are like, ha-ha, bye. Like, great. Yeah. Only, like, someone like Dennis Rodman can actually get out or something like that, you know? I mean, like, isn't he the only one that, like, went there and was like, hey, what's up, Kim Jong-un? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he hung out with him. He's been there a couple times.
A few times. Yeah, they're homies. Yeah, I'm looking like me. I don't think I'd be a homie, bro.
Listen, man, Dennis Rodman is a guy on his own, dude.
Isn't he from Mars?
Yeah, he's from something.
He's from
Saturn or something. Like
Damon Wayans has a joke about him. When I moved to Pueblo, I never had HBO as a kid. My aunt did.
Okay.
So I watched a Damon Wayans special. You know Damon Wayans?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love the Wayans brothers.
His comedy special was amazing. But my favorite joke of all time is, have I told you this one? Magic Johnson just got back in the NBA. He still had HIV.
Okay.
It wasn't football, but he started playing
the first time, right?
In the NBA, yeah.
Okay.
And people were a little leery because back then HIV was not very well. There was no cure. There was no nothing.
I know a lot about it.
No, yeah.
And they said it was funny because everybody played him real soft except Dennis Rodman. They said Dennis Rodman played him even harder. You know what I mean? And like, he didn't care.
He said, because you got a disease, now I'm going to even stuff you harder.
Well, this is why he says Dennis Rodman would didn't care about the sweat or nothing. He's like, shit, I fucked Madonna. I don't know what I got. That was my favorite joke, and I laughed so hard at that because it's true.
That is true.
Like, you got HIV, but Rodman's like, let's be honest.
Okay.
I might too.
That might be low on the list for me. I don't know, you know?
Yeah. That ain't shit for what else I got.
I got blood coming out of places, man. Come on.
You even want to know that shit.
Yeah. So, but Rodman's, he's Rodman. He's such a unique character.
Yeah. Who doesn't like Dennis Rodman?
Right. I'd hang out with him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely
Why
have a
wouldn't
beer.
you? You know, he's the worm, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They played the
His
Pistons.
bright green hair in his wedding dress.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude.
Forgot about that one.
Probably the only person that Jordan's ever had to talk to like a human being, like rationalize with.
Yeah,
probably.
He's probably like, Rodman, you need to chill the fuck out, bro. Like, did you see the
Last Dance?
The Last Dance, that's what it was.
So incredible, dude.
Thank you. Yes, it was. The whole documentary and the whole series, and I didn't really realize that Michael Jordan actually did say fuck, and I loved watching that, and he did a lot, and he put people down hard, bro, but that's what the best do.
He's my hero, man, growing up, you know what I mean? I probably never want to meet him because I hear he's an asshole, but the story I was referring to was when Rodman went to Las Vegas in the wedding dress and stuff. Jordan flew after him and was like, "Come on, Dennis, you have to come back." Damn. Usually he was Jordan. He'd bark orders at people.
Sure.
But Rodman, he's like, "Come on, man." You know what I'm saying? Like, you look pretty in your dress, but we got to go play basketball. You know. So, Last Dance was incredible.
Wow,
incredible.
I didn't know that though, but yes, it was.
Yeah, watch it. It's in there. It's in that. The story's in The Last Dance somewhere. There's like 9 episodes, right?
Maybe I'm not on the. I know it was on ESPN. Yeah. I do remember that. So maybe I just
started on Netflix. Did you watch it?
No, I wanted to, but I just never.
Oh shit, Adam! Make time sometime.
It's good.
Pretty incredible stuff. Okay, that is The Bridge of No Return. What did you think, Adam?
I liked it. I wouldn't go on that bridge.
Yeah,
I don't mind. I like driving over bridges, but I wouldn't go on that one.
No.
But when you went out there, they didn't tell you. Did you know that you guys were on the bridge of no return? Okay.
No, it's marked clearly, dude.
Okay.
Like we're the asshole idiots that did what we were not supposed to do.
I thought maybe like he led you out there and be like, surprise.
No. Like we jumped it's like a little barrier.
Trespassed to get out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Allegedly,
you know.
If that bridge of no return was in America, people would die on that thing daily, making fucking TikToks on it. That's what would happen. You know what I mean? These damn kids would go TikToks like, bridge of no return, homie. Done.
Right?
You know?
The new TikTok challenge would be to jump off and run back.
Yeah.
See how many I could get this time.
There goes Steve.
It's for the gram, bro.
That's right. Halfway over, you're a Canadian citizen now. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. No more legal rights.
We had to shoot him, eh? All right.
He wasn't wearing denim.
That's right.
I knew he wasn't one of us. He didn't have no Tim Hortons cup with him either.
Communist. You done like hockey, eh? All right. 2 great stories down. We got one more to go. We have cannibals.
All right. So cannibals. This is actually when I got out of lockup the first time. So I am 18 years old. And a buddy of mine was from West Virginia, and that was one of the places that I was locked up at. And he's like, hey, Cali, come to a Tool concert. Never been to a concert before. And I was like, cool, Tool, let's do this. I could go to a mosh pit. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Like, let's do this. So I'm 18, so I'm ready to fucking do some stupid shit, you know?
Yeah. Because you're invincible at 18. We all were.
Yes, you are.
Exactly, dude. And you know you are too, bro. Yeah, dude. So went to the Tool concert. It was dope. We started the mosh pit. It was awesome. The next day, I was like, hey, bro, do you got any weed, man? And he's like, no, but I know where to get some. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's go. So we start driving up a mountain. And I'm like, all right, whatever. This is a little weird. We're going up a mountain that you can't go somewhere, a homie here, but whatever. Let's go. We start going up and further up the mountain. A smell starts coming just really, really bad and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So when we get to the top of the mountain, just this terrible smell, I'm feeling a little bit weird. So I keep my back towards the wall. We smoke some weed. That's about it. And then we get back down the mountain. While we're driving down the mountain, Max is just driving and I'm the passenger. And I was like, bro, what the fuck was that smell, man? And he's like, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, they're cannibals. And it was just like,
wait, what?
That's what he said too.
Wait, what? That was my look. And I was like, the fuck did you just say? Like, we just went to you brought me to a cannibal's house and smoked weed. And like, he's like, it's cool, dude. They ain't never did anything.
So
yet.
To be clear, you went hung out with cannibals or cannabis?
Cannibals.
But for cannabis.
No, yeah,
for cannabis.
Yeah,
cannabis.
okay.
Yes, cannibals for cannabis.
Okay.
I didn't get high. I remember that forever, bro. And yeah, so I got off the mountain. I got in my car and left back to D.C. And I was like, fuck West Virginia. I ain't never been back since.
West Virginia.
Is that legal?
I wouldn't think so because you would have to kill somebody.
Well, if somebody just died.
Yeah, exactly. Well, deliverance.
Wouldn't that be like...
Yeah,
and also people go missing all the time in West Virginia, bro.
But if someone dies
all the time,
wouldn't that be like desecration of a corpse?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's everything is bad about it. You can't do that.
I've eaten a lot of stuff. I've never eaten a human, surprisingly, since I'm this size.
You never know. Maybe that's why the Creole chicks were laughing at your ass.
Well, maybe. But
Oh shit, they did some fried green tomato shit.
But here's the thing. Every time I'm within like an hour of Scott, Louisiana, I go to Billy's Boudin and buy more. So.
Okay.
Shout out Billy's Boudin. Hopefully, shout out for the good things.
Yeah,
so,
man.
That's okay. That's a lot to wrap your mind around. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
And your buddy's just okay. He doesn't worry at any point in
No,
time.
it's just a West Virginia thing, bro, and he's a homie.
And they don't mess with him.
Nope.
Like if a lion
Apparently
could
not.
speak and be like, "Hey, Larry, come on in for a second. You like cheeseburgers, Larry? Come on in.
I got
one
you."
for you." Okay, lion.
Sure.
My friend. You know,
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Like I'd be a little nervous. Like
Yes.
especially a plump bastard like me. You know what I mean? I'm telling you.
Hey, Larry, come on in here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Look, there's two of them.
There's two.
It's like Christmas in this bitch.
Oh man, no, yeah, definitely a scary experience. Again, I had my back towards the wall. You know when you go into experiences and you're just like, what the fuck? What is going on? And ain't nobody telling me what was happening.
Right,
Like,
right.
technically I'm still a kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, it was weird. It was bad. No good.
I say this on almost, I don't know how many podcasts I tell people this. You know how lucky you are to be alive?
Bro.
We've had people tell stories on this, and I look at them, I'm like, you know how quickly that could have went south?
Very
know?
quickly. Yeah, they could have laced our weed.
That's
Yeah.
Well,
they could have like given us something to drink and bye. Now I don't have a vehicle home and my homie's fucked. What am I supposed to do? Bye.
You're lucky to be alive comes up at this one when we have almost went into North Korea, jumped out of a tree on top of a pig and went swimming with alligators. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I knew I needed to give you something really big on my first one.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, but I got to tell you, you're only the second cannibal story on this podcast.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome. Yes. Okay. I mean, that's not awesome. But
Rico Flores, man, that one, when he told us that story, we sat there and started like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, we're like, seriously?
I mean, I could go in a little deeper, but I'm just trying to tell the stories a little quicker.
His was cannibal. We got time. His is about cannibal tacos. So, at Mexico.
Human tacos.
Yeah. Apparently in Mexico, it's not uncommon for vendors to come to the door to your house, to your home.
Okay.
And an old man, he said, would come all the time, had tacos, nice old dude. They taste a little funny, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
A little Cholula on it, all good.
It's the seasoning he uses, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like horse or something.
Yeah. So anyway, they end up busting this old man with human meat in his fridge. So they'd been eating human tacos.
He was like a serial killer and killing people to put in his tacos.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't eat anything.
Yeah.
And I didn't drink anything. I just smoked weed and felt very uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah.
And like the inbred kind of weird people that you would think of in West Virginia, like all that deformity and everything. Yeah, it was all that.
Like
dude.
the hills have eyes kind of shit.
It's 100%. 100%. Wrong Turn. That's what it's based on.
Okay.
What's the Deliverance?
Yeah.
That's
You paddled the boat.
Deliverance. I just had to think of what he was doing and why they got there in West Virginia
pretty
and everything.
Boy,
because I've actually been whitewater rafting and it's really beautiful whitewater rafting. Just stay there. Don't get off course. Go with a bunch of people. Literally, don't get lost. Like that's why you don't hear from them ever again, sadly. And the cops can't do it because they're not going to go out there buy cops.
Right.
You know.
It's funny because in Colorado,
like pig.
Yeah, dude. Squeal like.
In Colorado, our mountains in this state, you don't have to worry about that at all. Yuppies, you got to worry about yuppies up there and severe or hardcore campers. But I don't think anything's going to rape or eat you.
I was just listening to this podcast called Up and Vanished. There's like 4 seasons, and one of them, it's Payne Lindsay, the same one that does Radio Rental.
Okay.
That Dencia was on. But there's a story on there about a girl named Crystal in Crestone, Colorado, that attended a drum circle, and she completely vanished, and she still hasn't been found. This was like years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Lucky to be alive, dude. Lucky to be here, man.
Yeah,
you beat the odds every day you're alive, dude.
Every day, man. We all do. And we all got to be grateful that we're still 6 feet above, which is nice, I'm happy about it.
That's some wild stories. What do you think, Vogue?
Dude, this is going to be hard.
You think so?
Because I could call bullshit on at least one part of every one of those stories.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know what to do here.
Yeah. And we quit asking why it's true or borrowed or whatever. So it's made it tougher, but I think it's made it more fun. Don't you believe?
Yeah. For sure.
Absolutely. Well, Kelly, what we do is we got to guess to see who has to guess first. We rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
How do you rock, paper, scissors? Do you go rock, paper? Do you go boom, boom, boom? Or rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Yeah, I think the shoot part.
Okay. Yeah, you're dead to me. All right.
You're a 4-pumper.
My bad.
Right there, 4-pumper. You're with me. So
okay.
You're all right with me.
It's a 4. Okay.
Lucky.
Okay.
All right.
At least I can win at that.
All right. So we got 3 great stories: Gator and the Pig, Bridge of No Return, and Cannibals. Now this you made it tough. This one's.
It is.
I have a slight one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
But we'll go. Okay, I think Gator and the Pig is probably a true story. I want it to be very much so. It makes me laugh to think about you having that's because what I understand, those wild hogs are intimidating as shit.
Oh yeah, they're vicious,
loud and vicious. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Harry
there's
too.
that. Bridge of No Return. I think that might be a cherished memory. I'm gonna say that's a true story too. Although I have a little piece of me that wants to pick that one in the worst way. There's something embellished there, I think, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with the true one. Cannibals, I just can't wrap my mind around it. That's why I'm going to pick that one. It may be embellished or maybe something. It might not be an outline, but I think there's something about cannibals. I have a hard time thinking they didn't try something, man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if a walking cheeseburger walks in my house, probably ain't walking out. You know what I'm saying?
Burger, let's go.
Yeah. A bottle of Yukon grows a pair of legs, walks in. Guess what?
Easy money. Let's go.
Told the kids buy because
Someone brought a 6-pack. Okay, let's go.
yeah. What are you thinking, bloke?
Okay, so like I said a little bit ago, there's like parts of every one of these where I could call bullshit on it.
Definitely.
But out of the 3, Cannibals is the one that I'm thinking is true.
Twisted.
I know, right? Bridge of No Return, I'm thinking it wouldn't be that easy to walk out on that bridge. Now, granted, you might have to like jump over a barricade, whatever. But at the same time, Gator and the Pig, the Gator part, I believe, except you guys were out there at night, and I don't think it's legal to hunt gators at night in Louisiana. And I've seen a lot, like with the pig, I know they have dogs that they hunt, but they always shoot them. I've never seen anybody or heard of anybody jumping on one and slashing their throat. So just because of what I feel I know is the redneck country in me, I'm going to go with Gator and the Pig.
Really?
Just because of the jumping out of the tree part.
Okay.
So, and slashing his throat. But
all right.
We'll see.
Before you flip that over, what we're going to do is I got to say thank you to the Brush Emporium. Thanks for giving us a space down here to have our podcast, to do this every week. It's been a blessing to have this here. They've been so understanding, so everything.
This is awesome.
If it goes late, they have one of the kids stay with us and keep it open to accommodate us. They've been awesome about all this. They've been huge supporters. If you support this podcast, come down to 210 Clayton Street and support this business. 4 great owners here. Also, the food is amazing here.
I'm about to get some, actually.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, cool.
What do you recommend, Mr. Vokey?
Here lately, I've been going with the pretzel sticks, but I still haven't had that chili cheeseburger French fry pizza.
Yeah.
I still want to try that.
Yeah.
Chili cheese dog French fry.
Yeah, it's
pizza.
chili cheese dog pizza with French fries on it.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Let's do that. All right.
If a dispensary opens up next door to this place, these people are gonna be trillionaires, because they got the most outrageous shit. But they have a lot of fun options like that.
Their wings are awesome.
The garlic pepper wings are awesome. They have ice cream here.
I was about to say, I smelled the ice cream. That shit smells homemade.
Yeah, no, it's excellent. So anyway, come on down. And also they have a bunch of gifts upstairs, and they're all homemade. They're all made from local vendors. So if you want a unique gift, and I say unique gift, come down to 210 Clayton Street. And they have a lot of stuff up there that people can actually customize if you ask. Just ask them there at the front at the desk, and they can probably hook you up with whatever you need. You know what I mean? For a lot of the stuff here. Okay. So it's awesome. Everything's about them good. But thank you, Brush Emporium. Yes. Please support them. 210 Clayton Street. Mr. Vokey.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, why don't you go ahead and click that little button down there that says subscribe. That way you get notified when new episodes come out. And go ahead before Cali tells us if we're wrong or right. Go ahead and comment on there and tell us what you think the Bullhucker is.
Your guess. What's your guess? Absolutely. I think Susan Kilser guessed last week. I didn't say it. Susan Kilser's our OG, man. She's going to be on this podcast one day. We're gonna talk her into it. She's probably going to be our episode 200. See, I'm going to lay it out right now, Susan. We're going to lay it on the.
What are we on? Because the last one that I saw was
173.
173. Okay, cool.
You'd be 173. Cool. Yeah. So we've been around a while. So
no, that's awesome, man. Congratulations, you guys. This is awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if I'm ever back, I definitely want to do this again. Absolutely. I'll let you guys know
for sure.
Do you like the podcast studio?
Dude, it's dope, dude. Like. It looks like old school 90s stuff, bro. I love it. I love the old school graffiti and everything.
Yeah, this is a local, Randolph Torres is a local tattoo artist. You know Randolph?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Randolph. He's the one that painted this.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's.
I didn't know that he could do graffiti.
I didn't either until I found him by accident. He said he did all the HGTV. He did all that.
And apparently that's why he stayed. And then got the job at Americana and then moved with JJ to Bad Medicine. Which, shout out to Bad Medicine too.
Yeah. And he's become a firefighter. He's been doing police training and
he is. He just got on the police force too, I think.
Oh, maybe he did. I don't know.
I think he just passed. But
my mom, and My mom and daughter have an appointment to go get tattoos from Randolph.
Really?
Next month. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
Super great dude. And he was on the podcast, so
Oh, cool.
I don't know what number he is. I can't remember. We could probably look it up, but that'd take forever on that wall. So anyway, all right, that's all our horn to do. So you're taking Gator and the Pig.
Gator and the
I'm
Pig.
taking Cannibals. Let's see your board.
Sweet. So, actually, sadly, both of y'all were wrong.
Oh my god! This is happening all the time
I
now.
know.
What's the Bridge of No Return? What's that true about
So both of them, all three of them are actually real stories. I wanted to give you real stories because you'd be like, how the fuck do you still live,
that?
Cali?
Yeah.
The Gator and the Pig, that actually happened. I almost died. I'll talk about that one. Cannibals, again, the scariest experience that I probably ever had in my entire life. Bridge of No Return. It actually happened to my roommate. I was on extra duty because I was on trouble and everything. I would have went with them.
It's a borrowed story.
It's a borrowed story.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It actually happened. So I was in the barracks room and everything, and Ty comes home and he's like, bro, I got a story for you. And I was like, okay, well, let's go. So
That's
it
incredible.
happened.
That's incredible,
Yeah.
man. Damn it.
I know.
You know how hard it is to beat us when we both take a separate one?
yeah, I
It's-
know. That's why I was like, well, okay. And I had that look the whole time, too.
I know.
Like,
Now, we keep an eye on you when we always look at the facial expressions.
yeah.
Most people have a pretty good poker face when we're doing
Yeah.
this.
Cool.
They really
Sure.
do. You know what? Let's talk a little bit about your new career, my friend.
Sure. Yeah.
I saw on Facebook one day you were moving, and I was like, "What's old Cali doing?" I'm going to become an actor, and I said, "All right, all right."
Fucking awesome.
Yes, sir.
How'd that come about, my man?
So I've been acting when I was a little kid, but so like I told y'all, I grew up in DC in a really rough spot. So it was either girls and drugs. So I didn't really get into the acting part. That's what I told y'all. I got locked up at 13 and I got out at 17. But I always loved acting. I always had to act a certain way too. So I've always been acting essentially. I kind of tried out for a part here for the Platte Valley theater company. I didn't get anything, but I just remembered the feeling. And I was like, man, I love the essence and just the people being around like this right here. Like, I mean, this is a vibe, you know, like this is art as well. And this is as artists, we like to speak our truth and everything. And I know for me personally, because I also do like to grow and it's another form of art. It's not really good for money. You gotta have to own your own place to make the money. So I thought about acting and do it like kind of Danny Trejo kind of style, you know?
Yeah.
Use my look and use what I got as knowledge and everything and show it off to the world and also be able to do my science and share that with the world as well. And use my own money and
Yeah.
you know.
You know who Danny Trejo is, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, he's
13 Roses on Con Air.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You gonna be 14, girl.
Actually, I was going to say patches. We don't need no stinking patches off Bubble Boy. So that's much.
Oh yeah, he was on Bubble Boy.
Listen, he's in everything.
Everything.
In the movie Ted, where he's all Samuel Jackson, he's the black guy in everything. Well, Danny Trejo is the Hispanic in everything. If there's a Hispanic character, Danny Trejo's like the first call, right?
Yes, sir.
But he's fantastic. He's a hell of an actor. And he's in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, he was the bartender.
Yes, he was.
Yep,
Yes,
I
he was.
just watched that the other day. That's the only reason why I could be like pulled down.
So, you're in New Mexico now doing this.
Yes, sir.
Why New Mexico?
So I was taking acting classes in Denver, and I was doing really well because I'm not trying to boast, I actually am a really good actor. So they were like, damn, dude, you got the it, bro. Like, what are you trying to plan with this? And I was like, well, I'm just trying to get as much acting experience as I can. So I'm going to go down to LA and just do what I can do or New York, you know? And I don't really want to do theater. Nothing about it. I love it. And it's a beautiful art as well. I just don't really want to do the same thing for 4 months on the end. And yes, it's great, but that's not what I want to do. I want to be a series regular, or I want to go on a movie and just be the killer or get killed and everything. Right. That's actually a goal, is to die more times than Danny Trejo, actually, because
good luck.
Yeah, he has the most right now, and I think it's like 72 or some shit. So I want to get like yeah, dude. I got 2 right now. Yeah.
You only have 71 to go.
Yeah, you know. Let's go. But I mean, I'm starting at a good age.
Yeah.
So I got this, you know.
You're following a dream, dude. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who's the opposite of that, though? LL Cool J, correct? He's never died in a movie. I hear that's in his... Yeah, it was true. Maybe it's changed, but at one point in time, LL Cool J has never died in a movie.
Okay.
He's like... It's in his contract that he's not...
It's Dan Treyu's contract because he always plays bad guys, typecast.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be typecast as a bad guy.
Yeah.
Again, I'm tied twice, which I'm totally cool with that. And I want to do that in mine as well, unless I'm a good guy, where if he's a bad guy, he has to go to prison or die. Which is pretty cool because you don't follow that, kids.
Yeah.
Like, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's good, I mean, positivity still, but yeah.
That's incredible, man. So you have big news, you were saying.
Yeah, so New Mexico. So I did move down to New Mexico. They told me about New Mexico, which everyone should know. But if anybody has heard of... Oh my God, I'm spacing on the name right now.
Vince Gilligan.
Thank you very much. I'm glad I told you very much before this.
That's a hard name to forget.
Thank you. Yes, because everyone knows who Vince Gilligan is, especially because he started off with X-Files and everything.
Right.
And then the big one with Breaking Bad, which is what pretty much put Albuquerque on the map.
Sure.
And I didn't know that. And now, technically, per capita, there's more filming in Albuquerque than anywhere else in the world, except for Wyoming. Wyoming's pretty good. Texas is starting to get there, but New Mexico, huge. There's like 10 things that's going on literally right now.
Well, because the weather's always good, right?
Yep.
It's hot.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot as shit. It was like 106 the other day.
And the cost of living is low.
It actually is.
So
we're looking for a badass house right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can actually probably film for cheap. That's why they film everything also in Canada. Right?
Oh, yeah. The tax breaks and everything. And there's no taxes over in Canada, too. And there's no state tax in New Mexico.
Right.
So, yeah, which is pretty cool. So
what's the Vince Gilligan thing?
I can't give a title away, but I am definitely featured. You will see Lil Cali's name up in bright lights next year. I'm telling you, you'll see me in credits. Like, they're going to get me out there, man. They've already told me, we want to sell your look. He did this to me. And I was like, shit, like Vince Gilligan is talking to me, like, okay. That's and he even called me Cali straight up. He even remembers my name. I was like,
yeah, that's very cool though.
Damn. Very cool. Yeah. So hopefully big things, man.
My friend Tim and Crystal, they did the Breaking Bad tour. You can do. Did you watch the show Breaking Bad? Did you watch all of it?
Not as much. No, I need to get caught up.
Adam,
I've never watched it.
It's the greatest show ever made. I mean,
wow.
You can argue that all you want.
Okay. So Bryan Cranston is an ex-teacher, and he like loses his job, or ex-chemistry teacher.
He's a chemistry teacher.
And then one of his students is like, "Hey man, I got no way to make some money," and then they make crystal meth, right?
He's
essentially. I mean, there's way more, but
he's a teacher who has cancer.
Oh, okay.
He needs money.
That makes a little bit more sense.
And he's this smart ass chemistry teacher, and the kid's a screw up, and he's a drug dealer, and he goes, "Hey, how do we do this?" And that's how they. And here's the reason that show's so amazing. There's one thing in a show I need to really love, and that's a lead character where I can't tell if I hate him or love him. That is the I think the number one thing. An anti-hero almost, but there's times because his character, Bryan Cranston's character, there's some days you hate him. You're like, this guy's a piece of shit. And there's some days you find yourself cheering for him. That's what makes Breaking Bad amazing. But my friends Tim and Krista went and took that for their son. That's what he wanted for graduation because they're such huge fans of the show. Cool. And there's a part where it's such a small part. There's one show where they launch a pizza on top of the roof of the house. They just throw a pizza box up there. I guess in front of that house now, somebody else owns it. There's a sign that says, "Do not throw pizzas on top of our house." Because people, I guess, walk by and just, Tim was saying, chuck pizzas on top of the house.
Because it's a thing.
It's a thing. And it's such a small piece of one episode, man.
So, that house is actually up for sale now.
Is it really?
Yep.
Would you want to live in it?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you get all kinds of free pizza, bro.
That's true.
I mean, come on,
you'd be like, throw pizzas, it's all good.
Yeah, you got to climb your thick ass to the top.
I would have like a big stainless steel counter and says, "But you can't get it on the counter."
Good luck.
I don't want like gravel and shit in it, but
just make a Target sign.
Dude. Here, hey,
we got another one, boys.
Pizza.
I mean, it depends on if you want privacy or not, dude. You know?
Yeah. It's like the Stranger Thing. That was actually filmed in Albuquerque too.
Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Did you watch that, Adam?
Nope.
It's fantastic.
That was pretty good
Ridley,
too.
my youngest daughter's watched every one of them.
I'm shocked.
Loved it.
It's
great, man.
they're good.
Yeah.
Watch them. They're pretty good. And the Diffler brothers are actually about to hopefully start something soon as well, and that's going to be in Albuquerque as well.
Really?
So,
Fantastic.
Albuquerque, bro. So come visit me, please. Anytime,
Little
bro.
Cali, the next big thing.
That is
Right
awesome.
there.
That's a good one.
Your new tag, dude.
Ooh. Yeah, hashtag. I could dig that one. Okay.
What's the dream, movies or TV?
So for real, it's still part of the growing and everything because I really like to do science. I don't really like to say it like this, but I know a way to grow in a different atmosphere. To just change the molecular structure of the marijuana plant is really easy because you could literally do it on any trichromes and just make them a little bit thicker. So I could grow in like a sulfur atmosphere now, which is pretty cool because it's one step below oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
So really what I want to do is send that out to space and recolonize other worlds, like Mars start off with. Because we could do that here, but sadly there's like people that like to throw pizza boxes at other people's houses. So, hopefully if we recolonize other worlds and like, that's another thing, bro. Is I really want to use this as just a platform so we can get my face out there and we can also start talking about science as well and help the world, we really do.
Because you're a huge marijuana guy.
I'm a huge marijuana dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing, man. Marijuana saved my life, and I
really
owe everything to cannabis, man.
Yeah. As a kid and everything, or
Yeah, dude. Like, if I didn't sell enough, weed, I probably would not be here.
Really?
So, yeah. There's another thing.
You had said you're from DC, and I kind of, during one of your stories, it kind of it clicked because you automatically knew in a bad situation to keep your back to the wall.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's another thing where it's like, oh shit, the cannibals might be real because dude, I was on edge the entire time, just like this too. Just like, nope, I know where the door is. Let's go. Fuck this. Like,
yeah, but that was a red flag for me when you said that.
Max, homie, was just like this on the couch, like, what's up, buddies? Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe he's smart. He just like brought up weird things like, hey, did I ever tell you guys I have hepatitis?
That might be about it too. Yeah, like
HIV,
hey,
Ebola.
I love having my AIDS, so it's cool.
You guys ever slept with hookers? I don't use condoms. Did you want to eat me? Go ahead.
My doctor just told me the other day that he has something he's never seen before. They're still trying to figure that one out.
Y'all want to see what this is?
He just wanted to touch my ass. I remember when COVID first came out. This is even funny. And I got it, And
shit.
And my doctor...
Do you have your smells?
I'm fine now.
Everything's bad? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
mine was a horrible cough and breathing stuff.
Oh, shit.
But I remember I went into her office, and nobody knows what's going on at this point. She has a Q-tip like this, and she is, every piece of PPE you could possibly have, face shield. And she's like, put your head back, Larry. I'm doing this. And she's walking up to me.
Come on, man.
I told her, you're making me nervous. You're making this worse. I don't know, my anxiety is triggered now. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I going to die? Is this like,
This is death, immediate death tomorrow, right? Great.
Yeah, I like the monkey and outbreak. So,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
One last
that was
question.
actually a good movie.
Who's the idol for you other than Danny Trejo? Who's your acting idol? Who do you respect? Who do you
Well, I got John Wayne tattooed on me. So
John Wayne.
I love John Wayne. I love old school westerns, man.
I would not have guessed that in a million years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually one thing that we watched a lot in the hood was westerns.
You guys watch John Wayne?
Yeah, because he was a bad motherfucker, dude. Like, don't mess with him or Clint Eastwood, dude.
I'll go Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
John Wayne. That's
well, I used to watch what's the one where he was the outlaw and he stole his own
Josie Wales?
That's Clint Eastwood.
No.
I used to watch Josie Wales all the time. It was Josie Wales and the John Wayne where he actually went to prison, got out, and he stole his own gold war wagon.
Oh.
So
I gotta be honest, my
he killed a lot of
grandfather
people. It was awesome.
was a massive John Wayne fan. I've probably seen half of one movie, dude. I've never been a John Wayne guy.
Watch War Wagon. He's actually a bad guy in it.
I'm not a Western guy.
Really?
There's only two Westerns that I like, man.
Okay.
So, yeah, Tombstone and...
Tombstone's good.
Yeah,
I like Tombstone because
I'll Be Your Huckleberry.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
dude.
And you know what? laugh all you want. Young Guns is the shit. I'm a fan.
Hey,
Young Guns
Emilio,
is badass.
it is.
What about American Outlaws?
Oh yeah,
That's a Western
what's his-
Young Guns type.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Like True Grit, everybody at work's like, you got to watch the new True Grit. I'm like,
It's okay. The John Wayne one is still better.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, they do a pretty good job. Jeff Bridges, but it's still John Wayne.
Right.
But yes, American Outlaw is with Scott Kahn's son.
Yeah.
Actually, it is Scott Kahn, right?
Yeah,
Because
Scott.
it's James Kahn's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name? Allie Lottery? Something like that. Anyways.
Yeah,
Really good looking
Lockyer.
blonde chick.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, see, I've never been into Westerns, and I just couldn't get into them. I don't know. Yeah.
That's the 90s, though. So
Yeah.
it's definitely newer. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
But Tombstone, whenever it's on, I'll sit down and watch that whole movie, man.
Yes. Tombstone's a good one, though.
Yeah.
Always, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
I'll be.
So-
I mean,
okay.
who doesn't like Doc?
So bringing this up, the Huckleberry thing. Have you heard about the Huckleberry thing?
Yeah.
So apparently back then, the handles on a casket were called huckles, and the guys that carried them are the huckle bearers. So now there's this thing going around that he says, "I'll be your huckle bearer, not Huckleberry." But I've watched the movie. I've put on like the
subtitles
closed
and shit,
captioning,
yeah.
and it says Huckleberry. So I don't know, but
But then again, the screenwriter might not known that and thought it was Huckleberry as well.
Huckleberry too.
Yeah. He
So
might have been
anyways,
like maybe making like a modest joke, like I'm the one that's going to be killing you,
right.
Yeah.
See,
Real,
and
and
that's,
carrying your casket.
that's
Yeah.
the way I took it. Is like, you want to play? I'll play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you, but
yeah. What's the
So-
other movie with Jeff Bridges and Chris Pine and his brother were bank robbers, and Jeff Bridges was the sheriff trying to
just watched that.
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
He killed the brother though.
And Jeff Bridges was the cop, and there was
Yeah.
another.
He was the main sheriff that was in
Right,
charge
and
of the
then
whole investigation.
His partner was a fairly well-known actor too. They go into that restaurant, and,
Yep.
the waitress was like, "They're all, we're gonna have the." She goes, "You're gonna have the steak." Okay, we'll have steak,
Okay.
and you're gonna have it medium rare. Okay. Oh, what? Shit.
I'll figure that one out in a second too. But at the very end of it, though, Jeff Bridges walks away and like puts his finger up, and that's it, and then puts it down, and that's the end of the movie. What I think that is this is the finger that's gonna kill you if you fuck up again. Like
All right.
you know that this is the finger that killed your brother, so I will do it again.
That's
yeah,
intense.
Like, dude,
It
it
was a
was
pretty good
bad.
movie.
It was.
Because these two brothers were running around robbing all these banks, but they were like in small towns.
And doing it really smartly too.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Because they
It was a
weren't
good
taking
movie.
enough where like they're like, nah, dude, insurance is gonna get it. Like, who
Yeah.
cares, bro? So, but they
Right.
took like 50 grand.
Yeah,
Right.
and I can't remember exactly how. It was like no one wanted to like pursue these or investigate them, so I can't
Yeah.
remember how
Because it was,
the sheriff got onto
If
this.
you know, put it in the comments below,
yeah,
and we'll keep an eye on it. So,
yeah,
it was good,
on Netflix.
yeah, it was pretty good.
we about hit our time, man. It's been fun, dude.
Cool. Great to see you guys again.
Yeah,
it was
Thank
good
you.
seeing you
Thank
too, man.
Invite me anytime.
It's been
Thank you.
it's been so long. I'm so glad you could finally make it, and just by luck,
Yeah.
I happened to throw you a text saying, "Hey, when are you gonna be in town?" Because we'd been talking back and forth.
because
You're
I've
like,
actually been on set all week.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is crazy. I just got off set and came back up here just to pack up some more stuff.
Right.
And then I'm going back down because I got a bunch of filming all next week and all this month. So got a lot coming up.
Is there somewhere people can check out your stuff right now? Or
Not yet,
but it will be,
because
okay.
I'm still background stuff.
Sure.
So I'm getting featured.
Okay.
And then I can't really talk about the names yet because
gotcha.
they haven't been dropped yet, and I'm not trying to get fired, especially on my first jobs.
Right.
Well, when your
So-
first job comes out, and,
Yeah.
and we can see you in something, make sure you get a hold of me or Adam.
I can't say that. I've been on The Cleaning Lady, and I've been featured on the season finale, and I was a waiter. So,
All right.
yeah,
All
you
right.
can see that.
The
Yeah,
cleaning
I
lady?
was watching The Cleaning Lady. I watched the first
Sweet.
season. I haven't watched the second season.
Second season, it picks up a little bit, and third season, there's a lot more killing.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
got to the point where like her ex-husband took the kid,
Yeah.
and then she like tried getting back from Mexico back in the United States, and I was just kind of like, I just kind of lost interest in it and didn't really pick it back up. But
I I love the cleaning lady. Thank you for everything. It's just a lot of drama, and I'm just not really into drama. Right. But a lot of people are into drama, and it is a good show. But I haven't really seen any of season 3 either. Amanda loved it, but
very nice.
So, but yeah, if y'all want to pick up the season finale, I am in that one. I can text y'all what parts I'm in.
Right. So, well, when your big thing breaks, make sure you let me know. We'll give it a shot on this for sure.
The premiere to go.
Yeah. Kelly Alexander, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you guys. Great to see you guys. Thank you for everything.
I'm Moose Lundstrom.
I'm Adam Vokey.
Hey, we'll catch you next time. Peace. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Hey, in honor of 4th of July weekend, we're going to take off next weekend. There'll be no podcast. Want to let you know right now so you don't expect one coming out. The week after that, we'll be back with the Chamber of Commerce Director in Fort Morgan, Evie Salgado. And happy 4th of July weekend. I hope it's a very safe and happy one. I hope you have time with your family. Hope you have time with your friends. I hope you don't get too drunk. You can get too drunk. It's part of the fun. But anyway, thank you so much for the support, and we'll talk to you in a week.